Hello and welcome to this match review for Southampton versus Rotherham. Now, obviously, we drew when, honestly, we were absolutely dominant from the first whistle to the last one. And it honestly does feel like a loss in certain ways because it was a loss of 2 points. There should have been no way we don't win this game. Coming into it very confident, thinking, yeah, we should win this game. Off the back of 2 wins, Rotherham obviously struggling. And then to dominate like we did and still not win is incredibly frustrating. Difficult to process sometimes, especially last night. Or was it last night? Fuck, I don't remember the days. They're all mixed together. It was difficult. It was frustrating because in reality, we had about 6-7 really good chances. We took one. Keeper made a few brilliant saves. We didn't take a couple of other chances. And then Rotherham go up the other end and we give them a goal. I mean, that is infuriating. So yeah, let's just unpack it. So I'm just going to say this straight up. This is the best performance we've had all season by a mile. It was absolute domination. Chance creation was through the roof. I thought we defended excellently until the goal. I think we were excellent. Honestly, I think that is the best performance this season. Rotherham really didn't have a sniff for 99% of it. Until we gave them the sniff. Then obviously they scored a good goal. So in reality, I think people need to relax, is what I'll say initially. So many reactionary, over-the-top people. It's unreal. Like, I understand the frustrations. Obviously, we should have won this game. Fine. Yes, we should have won this game. That's fine. But the things coming out from this game are baffling. Like, for example, Russell Martin out. What? When was the last time you watched us play against a team, even when we were in the Prem, in the FA Cup, EFL Cup, where we played a weaker team, whether that be Championship or League 1, League 2, when did we dominate them like this? When did we do that? Even in the Prem, when did we do that? We didn't. Yeah, it's crazy. So now that we do dominate them, we just didn't get the win. It's, get rid of him, he's a muppet, he's an idiot, get him out. You're joking, right? Like, you're taking the piss. And blaming Russell Martin for this loss is another fucking joke. What did he do wrong? Was it his fault that their keeper decided to be a crackhead in goal with some fucking steroids and go crazy? No. Was it his fault that Harwood Bellows couldn't hit a ball straight? And was it his fault that Bazunu was slightly off his line to get chipped? No. So how is it his fault that we've ended up drawing this game? No, I'd love to know. I'd love to know that opinion because clearly you're a fucking idiot if you think that. I'm sorry. But it is unbelievable, some fans. It is crazy. What do you expect? Do you expect us to be Man City to fucking beat everyone 7-0? Like, there's going to be games where it doesn't go away, and it didn't. That's fine. I'd be much more concerned if we were playing shit and dropping points to teams. That's what I don't understand. It's a 46-game season. Relegated, massive change of players, massive change of coaching staff, massive change of style, and you're expecting us to walk the league. The people that came into this season expecting us to piss the league are idiots. We lost star players, didn't replace them with star players, and you expect us to just walk the league like we're a Premier League team. Newsflash, we're not. We got 24 points last year. 24. One of the worst teams ever. Crazy. But yeah, we'll just piss the league. Just piss it. Yeah, walk in the park. Championship. Oh, piece of piss, mud. Get a grip. Honestly, get a fucking grip. Holy shit. It is like this every time we win a game, it's all, oh yes, piss the league. Lose a game, Russell Martin out, the players are shit, this, that, and the third. Criticise him for shit that's not even his fault. And the people that are, I've seen other things like, oh, why would you take off Sulemana, Stuart Armstrong, and Adam Armstrong when we're only up 1-0 with 25, 30 minutes? Why would you do that? Probably because they're tired. You realise they're human, right? They're human beings. They've played 3 games, started 3 games in a row. Yeah, in a week. Yeah. So they're not going to be like extremely fit, are they? Like, can you use your brain? Like, the brain cells firing? Are they clicking up there? Some electrons going crazy? Clearly not. Because for some reason in fans' minds and supporters' minds, they think football players aren't human. They don't have a capacity. They don't have a maximum they can produce. If you, I'd love to know if you guys could play 3 games in a row at a professional level and run 12K 3 times a week. Yeah, plus training and travel. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, they're robots and they should just be able to play every second and do sprints every second, be mentally focused every second. Yeah, no. It's just ridiculous. You have such high standards for these players. It is unbelievable. He took them off because they're tired. And the subs weren't even that bad. Genuinely weren't even that bad. Like, who are we going to bring on? What, should we just not make subs ever? Should we just never make subs in a game? Just because, they're not very good, so we just won't make them. We'll just leave our tired players on. Nah, you make subs every game for a reason, because players get tired. Yeah, it's crazy. What a weird concept. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's whenever we lose, every single thing that happened in the game has to be criticism. Has to be Russell Martin's fault. It's ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ. And I know there was even booing. Booing! You've just watched the team destroy someone. And it just didn't happen today with the goals. It just didn't happen. We absolutely dominated them. The most dominant performance I've seen from Southampton in fucking years. And some people still booed. What the fuck? What do you expect at this point? Honestly, it's wild. Again, you can be frustrated with the draw. No issue with that. You can be, we should have won this game. I agree. But to just take all these criticisms and just chuck them out there for no reason when they're not even criticisms is just stupid. It's stupid. I'm ranting. I'm waffling. I'm ranting. All right, let's get back to it. Basically, this game was just a game where it didn't fall our way. Their keeper made some brilliant saves. There was a lot of good chances and a lot of good saves, right? Little bit unlucky. There was a goal line clearance. Small bones chances, a brilliant save. Sumana got saved. Adam Armstrong had a big chance. Shadham's got blocked. All these things happen. And Rotherham, they got a point out of it. Fair enough for them. They stuck into the game. The keeper kept them in the game for a long time, and they got their reward for it. A mistake from our defence gave them a goal. And it's not exactly surprising we gave them a goal. I mean, going into halftime at 1-0 with that sort of dominance was a little bit scary, to be honest, because we all know as supporters that we will give them a chance. Like, there will always be a chance for the opposition to score. No matter who we're playing, there will always be a chance. At Southampton, we can't defend. We have individual errors every fucking week or every game with these players. So we knew it was going to happen. And we just couldn't get that second goal. And there was countless chances. And to people who said, all we did was pass sideways and backwards, you are stupid. You are stupid. I mean, I had someone say, all we did was sideways passes. We didn't do anything with the ball. There was no purpose with the ball. But the keepers had a blinder. How do those correlate? So we were useless with the ball. We did nothing but pass. But their keeper had an excellent game. So, if the keeper had an extra game, that means he made really good saves, which means we created chances from the possession. It is unbelievable. Yeah, it's a frustrating result. Should have won. It is what it is. Moving on to in reality, look at the table, we're in 10th. I think we started 11th, right? So we moved up. Whee, come on, up the table, we climb. We're only 3 points off third. But the season's over, boys. Season's over. There's still 35 games left to play. I think it's 46, right? 35, yeah. 35 games left to play. Season's done. Not finished top 10. Don't worry. I've been on Twitter. There's people who actually believe that we will not finish top 10. It's unreal. We've genuinely improved over time. We have. We had those results against Sunderland and Leicester that I think really showed our frailty. That we've shown all season. It's not exactly like Sunderland picked us apart and we're the first team to do it. We got lucky against QPR, we got lucky against Plymouth, we got lucky against Norwich. We got plenty of lucky results where the opposition maybe didn't take the chances or maybe didn't really counter us well with the personnel. Plymouth, for example, wasted countless opportunities on the counter-attack. So it's not as if our defensive frailties were a surprise. I think we finally met a team that just destroyed us, and then Leicester did it again. And I think those results are actually good for us because I feel like it's now gone, okay, we have to sort of adapt it. We can't just win 2-1 or whatever against Plymouth away or QPR away and give opportunities on the transition to the opposition and just hope they fuck it up, which they did in those games. I think it's now sort of got Russell Martin thinking to sort of not so much, like you've seen in the last, not this game, last 3 games before, our possession stats haven't been 70 plus or 60 plus. They've been around 50, maybe even lower than 50, maybe slightly higher than 50. I think he started to realise that we need to be a bit more defensively secure while in possession, because when we lose it, there was a lot of times when we got countered so easily against certain teams, and it was just embarrassing, really. Like you'd lose the ball and it feels like it's a 3v1 every time, because the midfielder weren't tracking or the fullbacks were out of position or whatever it was. And I feel like because those big losses, we sort of changed it a bit, and now we're sort of seeing a better side. I mean, Stoke City wasn't the greatest performance. We had plenty of chances in that game that we wasted. And then against Leeds, I think that 45 minutes was brilliant. And then the second half, we sort of, 3-0 up. We were sort of like, okay, we have to see this game out. And then this game, I think, again, wasted chances. We should have scored. Keeper obviously had a good game, but we still should have scored more than one. And obviously the defensive error cost us the goal. And I will say that I know there's a lot of people like, why would you bring on Mara and all these sort of things? Well, I don't think Mara will be involved. As soon as Ross Stewart's fit, I don't think he'll be involved at all. Unless Russell Martin knows Che Adams is going to sign for someone in January, and he might go, okay, there's no point playing Che Adams because, he's fucking off, so might as well play Mara. But in reality, I'd say Ross Stewart will be, taking the Mara spot, so there'll be Adams and Ross Stewart on the bench to come off, which is firepower, really. I know Che Adams isn't much of a goal scorer, but he is he can do stuff, right? He can do stuff. Whether he wants to is a question. People criticising that he doesn't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. Who knows if he does? I mean, I don't speak to him. I'm not his friend, so I wouldn't know if he actually does or doesn't. But I think his performance was average. Without him, we wouldn't have scored the first goal. He did have a chance blocked, but I feel like his running power just didn't exist, if you know what I mean. Like, there wasn't enough running in behind for me. Which obviously isn't exactly easy against a Rotherham team that, went to 5 at the back, because we were carving them open the first 20. So they obviously subbed on someone full back to make it a 5. But yeah, so it's a disappointing result, but at the end of the day, people just need to calm down. Like, it's October, 11 games in, we're only 3 points off third. Yes, automatics are running away with it, but who thought we would get that anyway? Delusional people. Genuinely delusional people thought we'd do that. Like, come on. This is not piss the league, mate. It's the championship. This isn't a piss take. I can't believe people actually thought we'd piss the league. It's quite sad, actually, that people genuinely thought this league was such a piss take that would just destroy it regardless of anything. But it is what it is. That's sort of the video. I didn't really go through any video stuff because there's not really a need to. I mean, Rotherham really had one chance and they took it. And we all know what the issues were. We don't exactly need to see it. And then our chances were very often, and we didn't take them. Keeper played well. But yeah, that's the video. Obviously, international break now. A bit more time to work with the team. I don't know how many international we have. Maybe like 4 or 5. I'm not sure. But a bit more time to work with the team. Sort of, again, try and iron out. There you go. Iron out the issues defensively, because I think that's our main issue. Eventually, we will score goals, right? We do have the players to score goals. We create a lot of chances. We dominate the ball. That's fine. For me personally, I don't always look at the result. I look at the performance. And this game is pure domination and just didn't fall our way. It's really that simple. I don't look in a draw and think, oh, we must have played shit, because that's some weird logic I don't understand. If we had won this game 1-0, everyone would have been like, oh, it was a bit sketchy only being 1-0, but it was a brilliant performance. We should have won 3 or 4, It's like people just see the draw and change their opinion on the performance based on the draw. And Russell Marsden even said it. He said, if this was a 3-0 or a 4-0, they'd be purring about the performance. But because we drew, it's a shit performance. We were arse. Which is not true. We were actually brilliant. This is our best performance by a mile that I've seen in a very long time. Probably not since the Koeman Pellegrini. Where's there a Pellegrini? Wait. Why am I blanking? You know who I mean. You know, Maurizio, all right? You know who I mean. I'm like blanking how to say his name properly. Pochettino. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was awesome. Back to that sort of era where we could actually win games well. But yeah, that's the video. Everyone just fucking relax, you know, keep the fucking pitchforks at home for now, okay? It's okay. We're not exactly going to get fucking relegated, but there's probably some people that believe that. But yeah, that's the video. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you boys for, well, not for a while, obviously, with these sort of videos, but hopefully against Hull, we have a good performance and maybe get some 3 points, move up the table. But yeah, that's the video. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you boys in the next one.